out of my purse.
Right. Can you hear us now?
Yes.
You can hear us now? Wow! Awesome! Thanks so much, Alex. Wow. Hi, everybody. Sorry, technical difficulties. Can you hear us now? Now, I can hear myself with a delay. That's a bit weird. Okay, that could be it now. Okay, well, let me tell you where I am. I'm in Boston Common, so downtown Boston. I'm here with Amanda, Miles, and Alex. And it's a crazy outlaw road trip that we're on. We've been so many places and met so many lovely people along the way, both planned and unplanned. So I really wanted to try and do a live stream of some sort today. We've been looking for a piano, but we haven't found one quite in time. So we're just going to go live from the park here. I'm going to sing just a few songs. Be lovely if you want to join me where you are. The chat is lovely coming in from all over. We've got so many people. Thank you for being patient. A quick glance, I can see we've got Mary Jane Halloran. Great to see you. Thank you. Hope the Uma is okay. Stephanie, Sheila, Liana, Ernst in Germany can hear me now. Fantastic. Mary, Aloysius, Ruth, and Carol, and many other people who've been here probably since 4 o'clock US time, Eastern time anyway, 8 o'clock in the UK. So this is roughly the time that I would have been live streaming if I was in Totnes. It's the Sunday, kind of in the middle of the month, 8 p.m. Oh no, my Christy Moore songbooks flying away. Amanda's going in hot pursuit. We don't want to lose any pages, bedraggled though they are. Thank you so much. We definitely don't want to lose anything from, especially in Boston, from the Christy Moore songbook. We've just kind of got involved with the St. Patrick's Day parade, which, as someone said, has probably been going on since Thursday. So it's kind of going around, ringing around the park as we are here. So we've got baseball practice going on just in front. We've got the Stars and Stripes fluttering overhead, and what better place than to meet on this Sunday in March and share some music. So yeah, just a little selection of songs, a cappella. Maybe somebody in the park will come and join us, but I hope you'll join us as well. And I thought I'd start with this one because this has been a song. It almost tells the story of my journey so far, starting in Michigan, heading across Pennsylvania down to Washington, D.C., and now up the East Coast, New York, and to Boston today. So it's a very famous song about being on the road in America, and it is Paul Simon's America. So just have a little backup of words, but this is a song that, I don't know, everybody kind of knows from so long ago. It's in the fabric of sort of musical general knowledge, and what a great song it is. And now a lot of these place names mean so much more to me because I've literally seen them from the road. Okay, it'd help if I was in the right book. Here we go. Ooh. So here we go. Please join along if you know it. Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag. So we bought a pack of cigarettes and Mrs. Wagner pies and walked off to look for America. America. Kathy, I said as we boarded a Greyhound in Pittsburgh, Michigan seems like a dream to me now. It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. I've come to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. Toss me a cigarette, I think there's one in my raincoat. We smoked the last one an hour ago. So I looked at the scenery. She read her magazine, and the moon rose over an open field. Kathy, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. I'm empty and aching, and I don't know why. Counting the cars on New Jersey Turnpike, they've all come to look for America. All come to look for America. All come to look for America. So that is America all around me. Oh, thank you. Cool. So let me check in a little more with the chat and see who is here today. Oh yeah, we did. We were lucky with a parking space. Well, we came to, there's like an underground car park. We're parked deep down underground here. But yeah, and we just popped out and we're in Boston. We're on Boston Common in the park. Thank you for that. And we don't get wind like that. I really hope the wind isn't catching too much in the microphone. We're just on absolute basic equipment today. But that is a message from Billy in Glasgow, I believe. And thank you so much for your song, Billy, and the cocktail recipe, which you can find on the website, on the food and drink page, and also on the Over to You 2 page. There are a few items there already, and there are more to be added later. So do check out the link in the description box on YouTube. We'll link you to that. Okay. And Fred is here from Silver Spring, Maryland. We were very close to you the other day, a little bit further away now. Bill, thanks for joining us. Wow, all the way from Boston, Bill and Rosie. Thanks. And yeah, I'm really inspired. I remember Bill, I think maybe singing that song, but all our musical gatherings that we've all had in the past together in London, and which we will have many more of coming soon. Thank you, Mary. That's great to know that you can hear and it's sounding all right. Okay, let's go on with a second song. So I thought, the wind is getting up. I hope it's not too bad in the microphone. Okay, so this is a song, a little bit of a challenging song to sing and play. It just needs a bit more work. But it's a song by one of my absolute all-time favorite musicians and songwriters, and that is Laura Nyro. And yesterday, it was like a total dream. I didn't believe until I was actually there that it might really happen. But I visited the home of Laura Nyro, where she lived for a long time, for more than 10 years, and it was the home where she passed away, in fact, in 1998, I think it was. So it belongs to someone else now, but they were so delightful, and I was able to visit place and record a song in the grounds, and it was really awesome. So that was in more rural Connecticut, where Laura Nero moved to after her heady days in New York City. But this is a song that definitely refers to those earlier days, her heyday, if you like. And the song's called New York Tenderberry. I don't know how this will go without any backing, because if you know Laura Nero's melodies, they're really extraordinary, and they jump and move around and change tempo. But we'll see what happens. So from Boston, this is New York Tenderberry. New York tenderberry, blueberry, rush on rum of brush and drum, and the past is a blue note inside of me. I ran away in the morning, New York tenderberry, blueberry, rugs and drapes and drugs and capes, sweet kids in hunger slums, firecrackers break and they cross and they dust and they skate, and the night comes. I ran away in the morning. Now I'm back, unpacked. Sidewalk and pigeon, you look like a city, but you feel like religion to me. New York tenderberry, true berry. I lost my eyes in east wind skies, here where I've cried, where I've tried, where God and the tenderberry rise, where Quakers and revolutionaries join for life, for precious years, joined for life, through silver tears. New York tenderberry. Wow, thanks, and thank you to Laura and all the songwriters of these beautiful songs that we sing and share and bring us together. Okay, so a few days ago, before all of these other places, I was in Chicago. I flew into Chicago, and on my first night, I recorded a song underneath the L, that very symbolic rail system in downtown Chicago. And the song is called City of Chicago. So, yeah, I'd like to go back to my first night in the States, just over a week, 10 days or so ago now, and sing City of Chicago for you. It fits in with St. Patrick's Day and the experience of the sort of Irish diaspora here in the States. In the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. 1847 was the year it all began. deadly pains of hunger drove 1,000,000 from the land. They journeyed not for glory, their motive wasn't greed. A voyage of survival across the stormy seas. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, and there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. Some of them knew fortune, some of them knew fame, more of them knew hardship, some died upon the plain. They spread throughout the nation, they rode the railroad cars, brought their songs and music to ease their lonely hearts. To the city of Chicago, as the evening shadows fall, there are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. There are people dreaming of the hills of Donegal. So, yes, Boston, of course, has a big Irish community, and it was really nice just to catch a little bit of the procession just now. Okay, where are we going next? Okay, let's try now. This is a song, I've never sung this song before, but I've kind of known it a long time, and it just came back to me when I was thinking about this road trip that I'm on, and I had out my Rand McNally roadmap of the USA, which has proved worth its weight in gold. It's been so nice to have a paper map to trace the route and to notice other places of interest along the way. So this song references maps and plans and being on the road, maybe being a bit confused, like what am I doing out here? It's a song by Jackson Browne, and it's called Farther On. So fingers crossed I'll be able to do it justice. Thanks Mary, Jane, Ruth, Jules. Oh, hi Jules, yeah, you're on the chat now, lovely. Yeah, and Fred. Yeah, we've had such a lovely time meeting up, particularly with American friends, and especially friends from the Daily Antidote of Song. Just an amazing gathering in DC, Washington DC, at Joe's house. Some of the real legends of American music really were there, and beautiful to meet in person with friends made over the internet in recent times. And then just today we met some lovely members of the Daily Antidote as well in Cambridge here, and as many people as I've been able to, we've tried to include on this trip. But I'll definitely be back again, and perhaps getting that big bus and calling at on other people as well. So yes, and of course a huge hi to everyone watching in other parts of the world as well. I'm so lucky to be here and to be talking to you all now. Curly Tops are here too. Call out for the Curly Tops, and Willard especially is typing it. Okay, great. Okay, so back to this song. It's called Farther On. It's kind of an obscure Jackson Browne song, but let's give it a go. In my early years, I hid my tears and passed my days alone. Drift on an ocean of loneliness, my dreams like nets were thrown to catch the love that I'd heard of in books and films and songs. Now there's a world of illusion and fantasy in the place where the real world belongs. Still I look for the beauty in songs to fill my head and lead me on. Though my dreams have come up torn and empty as many times as love has come and gone. To those gentle ones my memory runs, to the laughter we shared at the meals. I filled their kitchens and living rooms with my schemes and broken dreams. It was never clear how far or near the gates to my citadel lay. They were cutting from stone some dreams of their own, but they listened to mine anyway. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. Could be I've lost my way, though I keep an eye over the distance. Heaven's no closer than it was yesterday. But the angels are older. They know not to wait up for the sun. They look over my shoulder at the maps and the drawings of the journey I've begun. Now the distance leads me farther on, though the reasons I once had are gone. I keep thinking I'll find what I'm looking for in the sand beneath the dawn. But the angels are older. They can see that the sun's setting fast. They look over my shoulder at the vision of paradise contained in the light of the past, and they lay down behind me to sleep beside the road till the morning has come, where they know they will find me with my maps and my faith in the distance, moving farther on. There we go. Maps and faith in the distance. I should really have a piano with it, that song. But anyway, I hope it came across. So, just a couple more for you this afternoon, I think. The sun has come out. It feels quite warm now. It was threatening rain, which, of course, me being the rain bringer, I wouldn't have been surprised at all to arrive in a new city and it suddenly pour with rain. But I think we're in the clear now. It's a beautiful sky. Shall I show you a bit more of the park? So this is Boston Common, quite famous in US history, and Boston has the... I've been in Boston before, and they have the Freedom Trail in Boston, which is a really interesting thing to do here. In a way, it looks very like London, I have to say, especially this row of houses over here. It could be Hyde Park or Regent's Park, maybe. What do you think? Does it remind you of anywhere? Maybe I'm not really in the States at all. I just came to London for the weekend. Okay, so yeah, just a couple more for you. Okay, this is a song I've been singing quite a lot recently. I really like it. It's by Andy Irvin. It's a tribute to Woody Guthrie, and it's called Never Tire of the Road. I was just a small town country boy when I left that dusty town. Route 66 to the westward, I hopped an old freight down. California, here I come, by the side door Pullman, the sunburnt thumb. They called us Okies, low-down bums, the police on us frown. Never tire of the road, Never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. Way out yonder's a calling me, and the dark road leads me onward. The highway, that's my home. The lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road. From California to the New York Island, me and my guitar played in many's a hobo jungle, many's a skid row bar. Standing out in the wind and the rain, the lonesome whistle's a sweet refrain when you're waiting for some old freight train that carries an empty car. Never tire of the road, never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. Way out yonder's calling me. Dark road leads me onward. The highway, that's my home. The lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road. Don't let them ever fool you or take you by surprise. Dirty smell of the politician or the man with the greed in his eyes. Woody might be dead and gone, but the words he wrote, they still live on. May his spirit ever shine upon the cause that never dies. Never tire of the road, never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. Way out yonder's calling me, and the dark road leads me onward. That highway, that's my home. The lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road, never tire of the road, never tire of the rolling wheel, never tire of the ways of the world. Way out yonder's a calling me, and the dark road leads me onward. The highway, that's my home. The lonesome voice that I heard in my head said, never tire of the road, never tire of the road, never tire of the road. My feet couldn't help tapping and moving there. So, okay. Well, I think we're up to our last song for you from Boston today. I'm really glad that it worked to some degree anyway, and we were able to keep on schedule and put out a live stream this month. Do have a look at the website. Link is below in the information panel on YouTube, because there are some uploads from Jules and Billy, and soon to be added some contributions from Matty as well, so you don't want to miss them. If you go to the Over to You 2 page, you will find them. Plus there's Billy's cocktail for the road, one for the road, on the food and drink page, and lots of other stuff. So let us finish with, now Billy's in the house, and this song I first heard Bill sing with some different words. Bill is so clever at changing the words to songs, making them fit, like the time and the place and the people. But I've been singing it this year and enjoying singing, and I hope you will join in with me now. Again, in honour of St. Patrick's, this is Fill the Fluter's Ball. So the chorus goes, with a toot on the flute and a twiddle on the fiddle-o, hopping in the middle like a herring on the griddle-o, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Sure hadn't we the gaiety at Fill the Fluter's Ball. And as Willard asked me earlier, I should really learn to play the flute, and then I could make this my own song. So, here we go, Fill the Fluter's Ball. Have you heard of Phil the Fluter from the town of Ballymuck? The times was going hard for him, in fact the man was broke. So he sent an invitation to his neighbours one and all, as how he'd like their company that evening at a ball. And when writing out, he was careful to suggest to them that if they found a hat of his convenient to the door, the more they put in whenever he suggested it, the better would the music be for battering the floor. With a toot on the flute and a twiddle on the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a herring on the griddle, oh, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Sure hadn't we the gaiety, it filled the fluter's ball. There was Mr. Dennis Doherty, who kept a running dog. There was a little crooked Paddy from the Tirraloggat bog. There was boys from every barony and girls from every art, and the beautiful Miss Brady's in their private ass and cart. While along with them came bouncing Mrs. Cafferty, little Nicky Mulligan was also to the fore. Rose Suzanne and a Margaret O'Rafferty, the flower of Ardnagooly and the pride of Petravore. With a toot on the flute and a twiddle on the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a herring on the griddle, oh, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Sure hadn't we the gaiety, it filled the fluter's ball. First little Nicky Mulligan stepped out to show them how, and then the widow Cafferty steps out and takes her bow. I'll dance you off your legs, says she, as sure as I were born, if you'll only make the piper play the hare was in the corn. So Phil plays up to the best of his ability. The ladies and the gentlemen begin to do their share. Faith then, Mick, it's you that has agility. Begobbin, Mrs. Cafferty, you're leaping like a hare. With a toot on the flute and a fiddle on the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a herring in the griddle, oh, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Sure hadn't we the gaiety, it filled the fluter's ball. Then Phil the fluter tips a wink to little crooked Pat. I think it's nearly time, says he, for passing round the hat. So Paddy passed the capon round and looking very cute, said you have to pay the piper when he tootles on the flute. Then all joined in with the greatest joviality, covering the buckle and the shuffle and the cut. Jigs were danced of the very finest quality, but the widow bade the company at handling the foot. With a toot on the flute and a twiddle on the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a herring on the griddle, oh, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Sure hadn't we the gaiety, it filled the fluter's ball. With a toot on the flute and a twiddle on the fiddle, oh, hopping in the middle like a herring on the griddle, oh, up, down, hands around, crossing to the wall. Sure hadn't we the gaiety, at fill the fluter's ball. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody here. Amanda, tremendous master of ceremonies and organizer-in-chief, and her lovely boys, Alex and Miles, who are around somewhere, we hope. They haven't run off. So I think we're going to treat ourselves to an ice cream or hot chocolate or something nice. Now, it's really been all go this trip, but it's been brilliant. So thank you, everybody. Julia, yeah, thanks so much. Sheila, saying enjoy the rest of your trip. And Bill, I am Phil the Fluter, in his opinion. Very nice. Thank you, Bill. And Aloysius, we just met, so I love your car. And Ruth over in Birmingham, thanks so much for joining us here. And everybody else, I'll save the chat and enjoy reading it through later. Apologies if I haven't given you a shout out, especially near the beginning. I think there were some more names. But great to see you all, and come back again next month when I suppose I'll be back in the UK and with another live stream. Don't forget to check out the Over to You page with Jules and Matty and Billy, and if you want to send in a video that you've made of yourself singing a song or reading a poem or anything you like, please send it in and we'll put it up. So it's a big goodbye from the afternoon in Boston, and stay safe, look after yourselves, lots of love from here. Bye for now. Find the button for end stream. Here we go. Bye bye everyone. Bye. Hey, thanks. Woo.